Welcome back. Today we are going to see how to make a PCB design. Now open the previous circuit by clicking the Protus 8 Professional. Wait till it launches. Select the file. Okay, this is the work that we left yesterday. Okay, now we are going to make a PCB for this circuit. So you press the button PCB layout over there, select it. Now the PCB layout is open. Here is the place where we are going to make the PCB for the schematic. To make a PCB, we need to know the board size of the PCB. So we go to Amazon.com over here. Here you see the copper clad board PCB size of 6x4 inch. So this size is defaultly available in Amazon and all local shops. Now we should know the value of 6 inches in mm. So open Google and type inch to mm. Okay, here you can choose 6 inches. Then it is given as 152.4 mm in length. Come back to Protus. Here you are going to draw a rectangle. So select the 2D graphics bar mode. Select it. And then here you are going to select the board edge. And then go to the top to the view. And then select snap 25 teeth. Or press F3. Then draw a rectangle of random size. Okay, now you have to choose. You have to make the length to 152.4. Select the dimension mode and draw an arrow in lengthwise. You can see it is coming out in a green line. You draw an arrow like this as shown. It is in TH, so to convert into mm, go and select the M button over there. Toggle metrics mode and you see 102.235 mm, but we need 152.4 mm. So we are going to increase the length. Select it and you can move it like this. And select 152.4 mm as shown. It is higher 157. To make it as 152.4 or lesser than that is okay. (151.2) okay, it is okay. Now you are going to change the breadth. Come back over here. We know the breadth is 4 inches. We again need to convert to mm. So type 4 over here. And it says 101.6 mm. So we are going to draw a measurement line for 101.6 mm. Follow as I draw. Okay, the line is slanting, it's a not problem. You see it is 94.005. We need 101.6. Okay, we again try to increase the breadth. Okay, now we get 100.005 mm. It's okay. Now we try to increase the length of rectangle, that is the board size. So you select the arrow and then select the rectangle. Then try to increase the length and breadth of the board as shown. Okay, you see the length is same as the arrow size. Okay, it is also the same, but it is slightly slanting. Don't worry, we can fix it. See, the arrow is started from there, so it is slanting. You just pick it and drag and drop it over here. Okay, now the arrow is straight. Now we can start to our project. Make it at the center. We have completely drawn a 6 cross 4 inches PCB board and we are ready to start the PCB layout. Select the component mode. Okay. Come back to schematic capture. Here we need to start placing from the transformer layout and then the diodes, 4 diodes and the capacitors and the ICs and then these capacitors and the LEDs and to the output side. Now come back to PCB layout and follow me as I place the components. Now we are placing the 4 diodes. You can rotate the diode using the plus number key and you can zoom in and zoom out using the mouse scroll button. Place the diodes as near as possible. You can see 2 color lines, green and yellow. The green line shows the connection. Yellow line shows the distance between the connecting components. Now we have completely placed the 4 diodes. Now we are moving to the capacitor side. You can rotate the component using plus and minus number keys. We are going to place the ceramic capacitors of 0.01 microfarad. Now we have finished till this capacitor side. Now we are moving to the regulator side. Here we can see the red circles in the capacitors. It shows the layouts between the two capacitors is very close. We need to change these capacitors to a new one. Come back to schematic and select the component mode and then pick devices and select the capacitors, and here you have to select a radial electrolytic, search it and select it. It is in the bottom over here. Here you can select (10 microfarad or 50 volt) which has 0.1 inches in the PCB layout. Select this one and replace the capacitors C5 and C6 as shown. It asks for replace. Press OK. Similarly, replace the C6 also. Place it on it and press enter. It will replace it. Now come back to the PCB layout over here. Here you can see the red circles are gone and the PCB layout becomes bigger. Now we go ahead and place the other components. Now we are going to place the LED footprint on the layout. Select the LED and place it in the PCB. It shows the footprint is missing. Do you want to assign the PCB footprint? You have to choose yes. A dialog box will open. In the keyword box type LED and select the LED shown and then press OK. And you can place the LED where you needed it. Then for the next LED also it shows the same error. Do you want to assign a PCB footprint? Select yes and then type LED here and follow the same procedure and place the footprint where you want it in the PCB. Now we have finished the PCB layout of the circuit. Now we are going to route the circuit. Select the auto router mode and no need to change any settings over here. Just select begin routing. The system will route for you. Wait till the process completes. Now the routing process has been completed. The system has routed for you. You can zoom and see the tracks. You can see the tracks clearly. It has made the connection as per the schematic you did earlier. If the connection in the schematic is wrong, then the routing will also be wrong. So the schematic must be given correct. Now select the design rule manager over here. Select it. A dialog box of rule manager will open. Now I tell you what is meant by pad to pad clearance. You see the two circles in a capacitor C5. These are the two holes. You have to insert the capacitors. This is the pad. The pink color one is the pad, to pad. Okay, another one pad to trace. You see the pink color capacitor and the blue line track. This is the pad to track clearance. It is set to 15 teeth. The next one is track to track clearance. You see the two blue tracks over here. This clearance is set as 15 teeth. If you changes these tracks clearance, then the routing will also change as per it. Now I am going to change the pad to track clearance to 30 teeth and again reroute it and then press OK. Now you can see some DRC errors over there, design rule errors. You see the red circles that the track is not placed as per rule. You see pad to track clearance is set to 30 teeth, but the availability is lesser than that. So we can check this and correct it by again rerouting it. Select the auto router mode and select begin routing. The system will route for you again. Okay, now the errors are gone and everything is clear as per the rules you have set earlier. Now you can change any other rules like track to track clearance to 30 or 40 as you desired and then press OK. Try different rules and route the board. This will be an experiment for you. Try to change all the rules and get different versions of your PCB board which will best fit your need. Now we are going to conserve your board. If you see it, the component is only 25% placed in the board size. So we are going to decrease the breadth and height of the board. First you select the one side of the board and try to decrease the breadth. And also from the bottom. Now try to decrease it in the lengthwise. Now you have conserved your board to a smaller size and you can save a lot of copper in your board. You have completed the PCB layout of a regulated dual power supply. Now you can save the project and close the software. Thank you for watching.